Hey everybody, Kyle Goth here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've done one of these because I've been so busy recently, but I have a first reaction just getting home from the theatrical screening that I did for You're Cordially Invited. This is the new Nicholas Stoller film. He wrote and directed the film, and it stars Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon as family members, but not of each other, family members of two brides getting married at the same location. The reason why you might not know about this film when I say theatrically is that this is a Prime Video release through Amazon MGM Studios, so it won't be in theaters. I was able to see it in a theater. I wish other people got a chance to do so because I really enjoyed the movie on its whole. And I also really like seeing comedies in a theater that's packed with people. And I got the chance to do that with this film, and you probably won't because of that. And it's too bad because we don't see a lot of comedies in theaters, and I really would have liked to see Amazon MGM drop this film for at least a small theatrical window, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anywho, I enjoyed the film quite a bit. First of all, I thought that there was a good amount of laughter. It wasn't laugh out loud and like consistently, but there was a lot of good vibes going from this movie. I had a lot of fun watching these two characters as they had to push and pull towards each other. They're both dealing with the situation here that basically Will Ferrell's daughter's getting married, Reese Witherspoon's sister is getting married. They both accidentally book the same location on this island that only has space for one family, and they try to make it work, and shenanigans ensue. I think the movie works really well on the surface of the pure comedy, but I also think, man, Will Ferrell knocks it out of the park from an emotional standpoint here. His character had lost his wife, his daughter's mother, and so he's taken a lot of the burden of making sure that she is successful and happy in her life at his own detriment, and occasionally at hers as well, because he doesn't know how to let go and let her grow. And I think that's a really cool thing to have access to for a character like Will Ferrell as an actor to do. That's something really unique that I hadn't seen him do in a long time, to be honest. And it was nice to see him get the opportunity to do that. And I think he actually owns the dramatic scenes as well as, or even better sometimes than the comedic scenes. I think he's really great in this movie. Reese Witherspoon, it's nice to see. She kind of plays like a dark version of Elle Woods. That's how I kind of saw it, was like her Legally Blonde character, but like if something broke her, because she's a very broken person. She's a very cold and distant person in the film. And it's nice to see that kind of a side to her as well, because we've seen Reese Witherspoon play these kind of nebulous, morally characters, but not as often, and I did think it was a breath of fresh air. Geraldine, I'm going to say the wrong, Swanathan, I think it is. She was in Drive-Away Dolls. She plays Will Ferrell's daughter in the film. I thought she was delightful in the movie. I've never seen her in a movie before, but I thought she was wonderful, and I would like to see more of her. Jimmy Tatro, who appeared on, I think it was American Tragedy or something, that fake documentary series. He's great, and he's in the film as well. He plays the brother-in-law of Reese Witherspoon. Again, it's a confusing mess of people. It makes sense when you watch the movie, but I really liked the give and take that was on display here. I thought the emotional scenes worked, and I thought the comedy scenes worked. There's one big problem with this movie, though, and it does involve, like, I'll get into some stuff that's third act related, but I don't think it's... The thing is, I don't think it's necessarily a spoiler to talk about this. In the third act of the film, there is this, I don't know, it feels like the filmmakers steer into a bit of a possible romantic connection between Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon, and I don't think that worked at all in the movie. I think, again, knowing this, it's not going to take away from your experience of the movie, but I think the third act of this film, the movie steers into this potential romantic situation, and I just... did not work. No chemistry between them in terms of that. They had comedic chemistry, they had friendship chemistry, and they had, like, enemy chemistry, but I didn't feel that any possibility of a romantic connection at all in the film, and yet Stoller really steers towards that as if that's something that works, and it just kind of derails a lot of the third act. Now, it doesn't overall ruin the experience of the film for me. I think you will still enjoy it. I still quite enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching it again on Prime Video, but it is unfortunate that the movie attempts to do that, because I don't think that portion works, and I think it'd be a much stronger film if it focused on the deep connections of these families and the unique and interesting characters that exist within them. So that's an unfortunate thing that happens, but overall I am recommending the film. I think it was a lot of fun. One of the funnier movies of the year, and definitely looking to be something that I'm going to be you know, talking about in the first half of the year for good comedies, because I think comedies are harder to come by nowadays, and especially because if you get a good one, you've got to sing it from the mountaintops because they don't usually have the budget to sell themselves, especially when they get buried on a streaming service and don't have that theatrical run that I really wish this movie had a chance to do. But anyway, check it out. It'll be available on Prime Video, and thank you for joining me for another first reaction video. Make sure you can like and subscribe down below. There are 2 free things you can do that help to support the channel immensely, and you never miss new episodes of the first reactions I do, the rankings I do, the discussions I do. Check out all the stuff on this page, but the only way to best to do that is to subscribe. It helps to grow the channel. Make sure to leave your thoughts on your Cordially Invited down in the comments section below. I'd love to read them and hear what you have to say. You can also check out goatfilmreviews.com for my many written reviews. You can check out Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads. And you can find my show, Kyle and Nick on Film, that I co-host with Nick Plotachuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. New episodes of that show are available every single week. I'm also available... I don't even know what else I'm part of the Minnesota Film Critics Association. There's a link in the video description here. You can check out all of that as well and find out new, classic, and upcoming film release discussions from other critics in the area, as well as more of my stuff over there. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.